Welcome to the deep dive. For many of you learning English, you might feel you've got a decent handle on the grammar, the vocabulary.
Right.
But then you get into a real, actual conversation, and things can feel a bit, well, stuck.
Yeah, it happens all the time. You
Yeah.
freeze up.
Exactly. So we've gathered some great insights today, really practical stuff to help bridge that gap, make those interactions feel smoother, more natural.
Definitely. Today isn't about, complex grammar rules or lists of words. It's about unlocking the English you already know, making it work for you in those everyday moments when you're actually talking to people.
And guiding us through this is our friend James, a language coach who really gets how English is used, out there in the real world. James, it's great to have you back.
Hey, thanks. It's great to be here. And you're absolutely right. It's that practical conversational English that really, truly builds confidence.
Hmm.
Knowing what to say when you, walk into a coffee shop or bump into a colleague at work.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. So our mission for this deep dive really is to arm everyone listening with those go-to phrases for everyday situations.
Yeah.
Things like ordering food, making small talk, trying to sort out plans with friends. We want to help you shift from feeling like you're constantly translating in your head.
Right, that mental calculation.
Speaking more naturally.
Okay, let's jump right in now. A scenario we all face constantly. Small talk, whether it's at work or school, maybe just waiting in line somewhere.
Uh-huh.
What are some easy, natural ways to just kick things off?
Okay, good question. So instead of a really formal hello, what are those casual openers we hear all the time?
Well, you'll hear, "Hey, how's it going?"
Hmm.
constantly. It's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
While it looks like a question needing a big answer, it often just works as a friendly nod, almost. Like,
Mhm.
"I see you, maybe we can chat for a second."
Yeah, a quick acknowledgement.
Exactly. Or maybe, "Busy day today."
Mm.
That works well because, most people can relate to being busy.
Yeah.
It's a low-pressure way to start. Or if there's something everyone might know about, like a big sports game. "Did you watch the game last night?" That could be a great icebreaker.
That makes sense. Finding that little connection point quickly. Okay, so someone says one of those to you, hey, how's it going? What are some easy, natural ways to reply without, giving your life story?
Keep it short, keep it friendly. "Not bad, thanks."
Mm-hmm.
You. That's a classic. Keeps the conversation moving.
Okay.
"Can't complain" is another common one. A bit understated, maybe. Suggests things are okay without being wildly enthusiastic. Good for maybe more professional settings.
Right.
Or just a simple, "Yeah, pretty good." You're kind of mirroring their opening and inviting them back in.
Easy. Keeps it flowing. Okay, so you've managed that bit of small talk, and maybe talking about the day made you realize you're actually hungry.
Huh. Happens.
Let's shift to ordering food at a restaurant. What are some key phrases there? Starting right from walking in the door.
Yeah, it's interesting how the language kind of shifts, isn't it? When you arrive, the host or server will likely ask something direct, like, "Table for two,"
Hmm.
or maybe just "How many?"
And the best way to answer?
Again, clear and simple is the way to go. "Yes, just two of us," or "A table for four, please." Very straightforward.
Got it.
Then, once you've looked at the menu, you know what you want. There are a couple of standard ways to order.
Wow.
"Could I have the chicken sandwich, please?" Polite, direct.
Okay.
You'll also hear, "I'll go with the pasta," using "I'll go with." Sounds quite natural, kind of implies you've made your decision. It's very common in spoken English.
That's a good nuance. I'll go with. Okay, now what about dessert? You're eyeing that cake. What's a good way to ask what they have?
A natural way, not too demanding, is something like, "Do you have any dessert specials today?"
Hmm,
Shows you're interested without assuming they have a huge list.
perfect. And
Yeah.
the final step meal's over, ready to pay. How do we ask for the bill? And you mentioned regional differences.
Oh yeah, that's a really important one. Little variations. In the US, you'll most often hear, "Could we get the check, please?"
Check. Okay.
But if you're in the UK, the more common phrase is, "Could we have the bill, please?"
Bill. Got it.
Honestly, both are fine and understood pretty much anywhere, but it's good to know the local preference.
Okay, cool. So from greetings to getting fed, we're building a useful toolkit. Now let's think about connecting with friends, making plans. What are some casual ways to suggest doing something?
Yeah, this is key for maintaining friendships,
Yeah.
right? Initiating things. Casual invites often sound like, "Want to grab coffee later?" Or maybe, Are you free this weekend?
Using wanna instead of want to.
Exactly. Very common in informal speech. Or something more general like let's catch up soon. That's great if you want to make plans, but maybe not lock down a specific time right away.
I like that flexibility, less pressure. Okay, so what if someone asks you and you want to say yes?
Keep it enthusiastic but brief. Sounds good. I'm in. Or, yeah, let's do it. All great natural ways to accept.
Simple enough. Now, the slightly awkward one, declining. How do you say no politely but clearly?
Yes. Requires a bit of social grace. You could say, oh, I'd love to, but I actually have plans already. Giving a brief, maybe slightly vague reason is usually fine.
Okay.
Suggesting an alternative is also good, like saying rain check. That clearly signals you do want to, just not now.
Rain check.
Or even just maybe another time. Works well if you can't commit to rescheduling right then.
These are super helpful for navigating those moments without awkwardness. Okay, changing gears again. Another place where specific English phrases are vital, the airport, or just traveling generally.
Oh, definitely.
What are some key questions you might need?
Well, navigating airports. Efficiency is key, isn't it?
Yeah.
You might need to ask, where is gate 15? Or what time does the flight board? Simple navigation.
Right. Essential.
And keeping track of your flight. Is the flight on time? That's a very practical one to have ready.
Definitely. And at the check-in desk itself.
The polite opener is just, hi, I'd like to check in for my flight. Nice and clear.
And if you care where you sit, you can add, can I have a window seat, please? Or maybe, could I get an aisle seat?
Good tip. And then you've landed. What are the crucial questions for figuring out what's next?
Okay, arrival. First thing is usually luggage, right? So where can I find baggage claim? That's a must know. And then getting from the airport to wherever you're going, how do I get to the city center? Or maybe to your hotel. You might ask that at an information desk or a taxi stand.
Absolutely. Travel's stressful enough without worrying about the language. Having these ready helps a lot. Okay, let's move to something a bit more relaxed, often comes up in that small talk we started with. Talking about hobbies, free time.
Yeah, this is a fantastic way to build connections, find common ground.
So how do you start that conversation?
You could ask directly, like, what do you like to do in your free time? Or you could share something about yourself first. Maybe, I'm really into photography lately, or I usually spend my weekends, hiking or watching movies.
Sharing first can make it feel more natural, maybe? Sometimes, yeah. It invites the other person to share, too.
And if someone tells you their hobby, what are good ways to respond? Show you're interested.
Showing genuine interest is key, like you said. If it's something you also enjoy, oh, cool, I love that, too. Have you ever tried mention something specific?
Nice.
If it's new to you but sounds interesting, maybe, wow, I've always wanted to try that. What got you into it? Asking questions shows you're listening and curious.
Great ways to keep that conversation going and build rapport. Okay, before we wrap up, let's touch on something absolutely fundamental underpinning all of this: everyday politeness.
Yes, crucial.
What are the absolute must-knows here? The basics.
It really boils down to a few key words, doesn't it? Please, thank you, excuse me, and sorry. They seem simple, but using them consistently is the foundation of polite interaction.
They really are like magic words sometimes. Makes such a difference. Are there other, maybe more subtle politeness things worth mentioning?
Well, yeah, there's the idea of softening requests.
Yeah.
In English, we often phrase requests as questions to sound less demanding.
Ah, right. So instead of just saying, give me water, which sounds quite abrupt.
Yeah, a bit rude maybe.
Saying, could I have some water, please, is much more considerate. It's standard, really. And similarly, when refusing something, a simple, polite, no thank you is always the best bet.
This has been so useful, James. It really breaks down everyday English into, manageable, practical pieces. It shows it doesn't have to be this huge, scary thing.
Exactly my hope. And for everyone listening, the biggest takeaway really is practice. Start using these phrases. Don't be afraid.
Even if you make mistakes.
Especially if you make mistakes. That's how you learn. And here's a tip, maybe sounds a bit silly, but try talking to yourself at home.
Really?
Yeah, like when you're making coffee,
Yeah.
say out loud, okay, I'll have a coffee, please, or could I have some milk? It actually helps your mouth and brain get used to forming those natural sentences, gets the rhythm right.
I love that. Practicing with yourself. Zero pressure, just getting comfortable with the sound.
Totally. It's all about building that familiarity, that muscle memory for these everyday chats. Well, that brings us towards the end of this deep dive into everyday English. We really hope you're feeling a bit more equipped, maybe more confident for your next conversation in English.
Absolutely. And if you found this useful, If you want to keep learning with us, we'd be thrilled if you subscribe to the Learn English podcast channel.
Yes, please do hit that follow or subscribe button wherever you're listening. It genuinely helps us reach more learners like you.
Hmm.
And if you have a moment, maybe leave us a review. We love hearing your feedback. And of course, share this deep dive with any friends or family who are also learning English.
Definitely. Keep practicing, keep listening, keep learning, and we look forward to diving into another topic with you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.